Hello friends, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to our channel. In this series, we'll explore how to integrate Django with Inertia JS to create a powerful web application. Today, we'll kick things off by setting up our development environment. First and foremost, I've set up a virtual environment for this tutorial. It's a good practice that ensures our dependencies are neatly organized. Of course, feel free to use other methods if you're more comfortable with them. Next, I've created a Django app named Boathouse using the Django admin tool provided by the community. The name's pretty self-explanatory, right? So, buckle up as we embark on this exciting journey of Django and Inertia JS integration. Let's dive in. Now we'll set up a view for the home page. Let's create a file named views.py. In that file, define a method index. Now do return the response by rendering a template app.html, which we will create in a minute. Let's update the URL s.py. If you're familiar with Django before, then you already know about this drill. Create the templates directory, and in that directory, let's create app.html and just write the app name. One last bit that remains is to let our app know about this template directory by adding directory path in dir configuration and settings.py. Now let's test the app is up and running and no error is occurring. Now, let's integrate Inertia JS into our Django project by adding the necessary packages. First, head over to pypi.org and search for the Django Inertia package. This is the official package provided by the Inertia JS community. Follow the instructions to install the package using pip. Next, we'll also add the Django Vite package, which acts as a bridge between Inertia JS and the Django framework. This package allows for seamless integration of Vite, a modern front-end build tool, with Django. With both packages installed, let's configure the installed packages according to the documentation. First, we'll set up the Inertia JS package. Add Inertia to the installed apps list in your Django project settings.py file. Additionally, include the provided middleware as instructed in the documentation. Next, ensure that your app.html file includes a template block as specified in the Inertia JS documentation. This file will serve as the layout for your Inertia JS pages. Now, let's set this file as the default layout for Inertia JS pages by defining the Inertia layout constant in your settings.py file. These settings are essential for integrating the Django Inertia package seamlessly into your project. Moving on to the configuration related to the Django Vite package, we need to set a few constants that are primarily related to building the app. For now, let's add these constants as instructed in the documentation. We'll delve deeper into their significance in a separate video. Make sure to add Django Vite to the list of installed apps. We must configure app.html in accordance with the documentation, which instructs us to include the Django Vite block at the start of the file and to use the head tag for hot module reloading. And loading the JavaScript comes last. The directory resources, which we will soon create, is where we will store the JS. Let's create the directories. Pay attention, I am creating them inside child boathouse directory. Now create app.js file inside it and add a simple alert. Now, create a vite.config.js file inside Boathouse directory. Again, let me mention it, I am creating it inside child Boathouse directory. If you create it in parent Boathouse directory, then it will not work. However, after creating the file, we need to configure the Vites which will be used to compile the resources that is app.js. As we have not installed it yet, we need to install it first inside child Boathouse directory. Let's open the terminal and run npm install Vites. Now it is installed, let's export an object of type define config. We will pass a parameter object to it which tell Vites that we are going to use Vue JS as our front-end framework. Now we need to install Vue JS plugin. Again, open the terminal and run npm install at the rate vuejs/plugin-vue. Here we are letting know the Vite that our front-end code root path is resources/js, so that whenever you use symbol at the rate, in your front-end code Vite will resolve it. I am setting 2 more properties in this code regarding front-end app building process. We will cover these in future videos. Now open package.json file that has been created by npm. We will set script property in it. It seems everything is in place. Now open the terminal and run the command npm run dev. It should be running with no errors. Also make sure your Python server is up and running. And then go to browser and check the alert we have added in app.js file as prompting. Also make sure no error are in the browser console. Now I am going to take some help from the Laravel's Jetstream setup. I will leave the link in the description. I am copying this code to keep this video short. Let's paste it in app.js. Modify it as per this project's setup. As this code requires 2 new plugins, we need to install them. Open the terminal and run command npm install at the rate inertiaJs/vue3. And after that, run command npm install Laravel-Vite-plugin. Now we need to create pages directory in the resources/js directory. As you can check in app.js, the code is resolving it. Inside pages directory, create a test component. Let's call it welcome.vue. Add welcome message inside template tag. There is one thing which we need to update. If we go to documentation of Inertia Django plugin, there is mention that we need to return response of type inertia. You can see there are 2 ways to do the same. I am going to use the second one. Let's update views.py file. Now let's test if it's working. Before that, make sure both servers are running. Application is throwing error, file bootstrap not found. Of course, we haven't created it yet. Let's remove the code from app.js, then try again. And it is working. I hope you learned something new today. Please leave the comment below and do subscribe the channel for more videos like this.